Hello everybody and welcome to What's My Role? My name is Ben Marguerite and I'm your host and Dungeon Master. With me as always are our players Tom, Isaac, Nathan, and Hamish. And we're a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast recorded and produced in beautiful Hong Kong. When last we left off, Tom Hanks had pledged his loyalty to the god Kairos, and had promised to retrieve the god's staff. The rest of the party was trapped in the crypt by Annalise, only to have their loop prematurely reset by the god Kairos himself. Can Annalise be stopped? What will Tom Hanks' newfound religion mean for the group? Find out in What's My Role? Episode 17.
From chaos will come order. I will serve.
And you wake up. Cool.
Should we get those guys?
Yeah, let's bring everyone back in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you a new ability.
Oh, okay.
I just want to give it to you so you have it. You have a pool of, depending on your actions, the pool can grow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say the pool is 2 points, but each action takes 2 points, so it's the equivalent of having 1 point. You can, right now it's just slow and quicken. You can alter bits of time
for
yourself.
I am Doctor Strange!
There's a little bit there. But it costs 2 points to do this.
How do I accumulate points? I don't know.
It's awarded through service to your god. Yeah.
Okay. Is this something I need to record here, or I just keep it in my mind?
I'll send you a message while we bring everyone in with what you can do. Yeah, and each one costs 2.
Crazy!
Fucking A.
I almost blew it, guys.
No. What? Mr. Hanks, everything. Surely not.
It was literally... You remember when we were fighting Pith? And I was like, but what's going to happen
Yeah.
It was literally like that again, but the stakes were way higher.
Okay, cool.
And without us to shake our heads.
Well, at least I took a long rest.
Yes. And you can change your spells if you wish.
Of course I wish.
Okay. We are back in. You wake up. You're all back in your beds. What do you want to do? We're going to start this time with Tobin.
Great, I wake up. I'm worried about this loop. I'm not so worried about Annalise. I want to figure out what's happening with this. She's already a step ahead of us, so I want to go get the coins.
Okay.
I'm going to head
your
to
goal,
the
so
professor.
get points. Cool. Shortly after you wake up, make your game plan for the day. Fallerhana wakes up. What do you want to do, Fallerhana?
Immediately grab my husband and say, Annalise, she's planning something terrible for the festival.
What?
She's involved with the Grey Hand.
That makes so much sense.
Yes, it's rather obvious when you think
it
about it,
hits
isn't
him.
it?
Yeah.
My God, he's good.
Makes sense. They have access to the silver mines. They have that family used to have control of the mining company. They would, of course, they would be able to foot the bill, and
They were able to do things like hire an assassin
of course
to cover up their murder of the mayor. You were right all along, you beautiful man, you big kiss. But we have to stop her. You have to stop her. We're going to try to stop the plans she set into motion. Can I trust you with this?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Get to Meal. Keep an eye out. She's planning something for the festival. Keep an eye out for her and immediately arrest her.
APB.
I will. An all points bulletin. Yes.
Yes, that's what we have in this fantasy time.
Yes.
Yes. I love you. Big dramatic kiss.
Wonderful.
Spring out the bed. All right. Dress on and sprinting out. He seems pretty confident that he can handle.
Yeah.
Stop micromanaging him. Okay. This is part of the problem
Well,
in this marriage.
Where-
This is our marriage. I'm not going to take advice from a teenage single man. Okay.
Where are you heading?
I am going to quickly contact Tobin. What is it you're doing?
I'm getting the coins.
Okay, I am going to visit Professor Ashgrove. If she is related to Annalise, she might be able to give us some more insight into her mindset.
Good plan.
All right.
Garrett, you wake up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I get up, I get my stuff on. I put my armor on this time. And I head back towards the town center sort of area, because it's like that's our meetup point on regular days. So
Sure.
I head straight back out to there. And in my head I'm thinking, maybe I want to try to intercept Mr. Hanks today, because we missed him yesterday, and there's a lot we have to tell him as well. I'm confident that I'll find these guys at some point, but I just don't want to let him loose cannon again.
Wonderful. As you're heading towards the town square, we also cut over to Mr. Hanks. What do? You wake up after having that experience.
Fuck.
What do
It's
you
gonna not be good.
What do you do with your newfound purpose?
I'm laying in
Oh,
bed.
no.
I open my eyes. I'm staring at the ceiling. And then I say, all right, let's go. And I get out of bed. I get dressed with purpose. I feed Mr. Pibbs. I water my cactus. I go to the kitchen, make myself a quick meal, pour myself a piping hot cup of Joe into my thermos. I reach for the liquor bottle in the cabinet. Add just a smidge into the coffee for a little extra. I'm balancing myself out. And then I say, all right, let's find it. And I head for Lady Knights.
Awesome. You head towards Lady Knights. Garrett, you run into Tobin as you both reach the town square where the festival is being set up.
Hey,
Hey, Garrett.
that guy must have done his thing. Snap.
We
Ended
gotta.
early.
We have to figure out what Annalise is after.
I don't know.
She's a step ahead of us.
I'm going to see if I can find Mr. Hanks.
Can you find out if when you find Mr. Hanks, maybe find the mayor, see if there's anything that they get?
What?
Well, Annalise wants her husband to be mayor, but it seems like that plan's maybe out the window. Like, what does he get if he's the mayor? Is there something
Right.
with power?
Okay.
An item?
All right. Well, sure. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll find Mr. Hanks and then.
Find Mr. Hanks, let's figure out what we can do after that.
Where are you going?
Getting the coins.
Coins. All right. Meet you back here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
If you aren't back here in 30 minutes,
I'll start my clock.
I'll do
Shit,
something.
Wonderful. Garrett, where do you head?
Thanks.
Where do you think?
Hanky Town.
Where would Mr. Hanks be?
He would be at his home.
Okay, you head towards Mr. Hanks' home. As you're heading towards the Lower Hallows, Mr. Hanks is heading towards Lady Knight's place.
Oh, gee.
And
Yeah.
you're on a collision course because it's the main street that heads that way, and you see Mr. Hanks near Lady Knight's shop. Near
Mr.
outside.
Hanks.
Garrett.
Hey.
Oh.
We missed you yesterday. Did you see my thing
In the middle
sky?
of his sentence, I reach forward and I hug him.
Oh.
I said, I missed you too, Garrett.
Thanks. Hey, are you all right?
Garrett, I have no idea.
Have you been drinking again?
Not yet. But maybe later.
All right. Did you see my message in the sky? We needed you yesterday.
Yes, I was on my way and something unbelievable happened. Garrett, I don't know where to begin. Come with me to Lady Knight's and we will talk on the way.
Mr. Hanks, look, I've been meaning to say something like, just don't make it weird, yeah.
I won't make it weird, Garrett, and I don't think it's Lady Knight who's to help us. I think we have to help her. We have to help everyone.
You sure you haven't been drinking?
Let's go to Lady Knight's.
As you head into Lady Knight's, we
How are you more seemingly untrustworthy?
we cut over to Fellerhana, who's heading to Madame Ashgrove.
All right. Going through. Heading over to the university.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping an eye out in case I see Annalise anytime. But heading straight up to her office. As I approach, am I hearing anything?
Give me a perception check.
A 17.
You don't hear anything
Right.
on the other side.
Tap tap tap.
Yes, come in,
Professor Ashgrove.
Madame Ashgrove. But of course, yes.
Yes. Hello, I am Fellerhana Elamyar. Haven't seen you in quite a long time. I hope you're keeping well.
Hana, strange. Yes, I've been well.
Oh, you say
Then-
strange? Why?
I haven't seen you in some time.
Yeah, it has been a while.
How are you?
Could not be better. Charming grin. Just doing fine and dandy.
Give me a deception check.
Clenched teeth.
That's 19.
19. Right. Well, how can I help?
I have, as you know, you might not be aware, I've been involved in the festival before they set up for this big festival this year. I wanted to get some final displays ready, a big grand finale piece on the history of the town.
A bit late for that, right?
Yes, I've left it. Trust me,
It is the day of the festival.
Your daughter has already chewed me out a bit for this. But I did want to know, for the statue that was recently defaced, some people have spoken of the Brightmoor name and what it means, not only being, the people who helped found the town, but the
People, really one person, but sure.
Well, could you tell me more special things about Brightmoor, about the history of this place?
I mean, the history of this place, 500 years ago, the town consolidated. There was a ceremony. Before that, there were 2 towns, Brightmoor and Golden Hallows. So what do you wish to know?
Well, this place that has been brought together and united so effectively that has seen nothing but peace for over 500 years.
We haven't seen peace for over 500 years. You would know this too. I mean, in general, the town has been a part of the major things that have occurred over the past 500 years for sure.
But there's been no war and that here.
There has, but within in terms of you've been aware of stuff. The expression that keeps getting bandied about and stuff of peace and stuff, that's historically true for this area. But in the last 500 years, that doesn't mix well with your lived-in experience. You're connected to the greater world. Yeah. I think you misunderstood one of the things that was being said. Prior to 500 years ago, peace. Not been involved in anything. And there are major conflicts then.
I see. Oh, okay.
But in recent times, you've been connected to the greater world.
Oh, okay, right. Well, shit. Okay, different tact with her. In the preparation for this festival, we've also encountered rumors of this possibly divine entity, and I'll draw out the thing we saw in the temple and show.
It looks like a painting of a person. I can't... What are you showing me? What?
I'll draw again.
It gives you the same response that most people have been giving you, which is seeing it and then
Doesn't look
understanding
like anything
it,
to me.
and then not understanding it. Yeah.
Well, see, this is the thing. We've encountered this thing which is...
Encountered what?
Exactly. What, do you know of the magic in this area, generally in Brighthallow? Any protections? Anything that has kept this place in its manner to which it's accustomed?
I can't think of anything. Is there something you wish to know? What is it you wish to know? Are you afraid that you're going to do something again?
Well, just like you looking at this face, I can't exactly remember what I did before. I need to understand my condition if I'm going to properly control it.
Well, the child went missing, and people blamed you for a time. I know my daughter did, but I don't think you did anything. If anything, it was an accident.
The child?
Hannah, you don't remember?
Nope.
Alistair Finiel? He disappeared. He was a friend of my daughter. I think you and I both know what happened.
Why did you...
You sent him away. That's what you told me. He was mean. They both were. But I didn't tell anyone. And I can see. You've controlled your powers. You haven't given in to temptation.
No, I have not.
And your family adopted that lovely boy. Seemed to change the story a bit.
Your daughter,
Yes.
she is the capable spellcaster too?
Yes, she is. I'm proud of her.
Do you know what she is capable of?
If I know my daughter, if she's set on something, there's nothing that can stop her.
Ah, right.
But you were asking about protection?
Yes.
Magic? What about?
We encountered something, the NWA. There is some spellcaster here who's attuned to infernal magics and using them. And I worry to use them against the town itself. Would you know of protection or a ward or something to protect against such demonic powers? Necromantic powers?
It would take quite a powerful mage or magic to protect an entire town.
Well, what about the
Something-
chance of disabling a particular spellcaster?
To disable that spellcaster? All people are mortal. And there are magics that can counter other magics.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pause there for a second as you're chatting, and we go over to Tobin. Tobin, what are you doing?
I am finding an alleyway close to where the coins are,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to find a spot where I can turn invisible
Mhm.
subtly. And I'm going to walk towards the coins,
Mhm.
and I would like to cast Minor Illusion on the coins that they appear. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Awesome.
I'm going to make my way there a little bit quicker. I don't want her to reach for the coins and realize that there's an illusion there.
Awesome. And you manage it. You grab the coin successfully.
Great,
Have
put them
them
in
in
my
your hands.
pocket, and I walk away.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go to the middle. I want to go to a good viewpoint so I can look over the town to see if I can see Annalise or if I can see Garrett coming back, because I said I would meet him.
Okay. Yeah. You do that. We cut over to Mr. Hanks and Garrett.
Are we approaching the Lady Knight shop?
Mhm.
We go inside.
Mhm.
So good afternoon.
Good morning, Lady Knight.
Okay, good morning,
Friendly
of course.
members of the NWA.
I make the drinky symbol to her, like she's been.
Of course, she kind of nods her head. I understand.
It's still morning, Mr. Hanks.
Yeah, so sorry. Time is really funny.
Yeah, tell me about it, huh?
Lady Knight, could we buy some potions?
Yes, of course.
I think
What
we-
is it you wish?
Garrett, how many potions would you like?
Like what kind? have
Health
you got?
potions, of course.
Who's buying this?
I'll pay for it.
You got money?
I've got some money.
Can't we just have them? Like you read the notes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's us.
No, she knows already. She doesn't have to play the
yeah.
games. So it's still going on. I
Yeah.
assume?
Yeah. We're still getting close. Hey, what did you want to?
What is
What's
it you
going on, Mr. Hanks? Like, come on.
It's almost over.
What?
We'll just get those potions, Lady Knight, and
God.
if you wouldn't mind,
He's loving this. I can tell.
Mr. Hanks, what aren't you telling me?
Garrett, I don't know how to explain this exactly, but I can tell you that we need to find Tobin and Father Hana, and we need to go to Skyrose River, and then we need to go to the temple, and we need to find a staff, missing staff. I've had a vision, Garrett.
Okay.
I've had a vision.
Mm.
I know I told you that we are gods. We're not gods, Garrett,
Yeah.
but
No,
we
we're not.
do serve one.
What?
We serve an all-powerful God, a God of time, Garrett.
Okay. I glance
This
at
is
Lady
a-
Knight.
And Garrett looks at Lady Knight, but then I grab his face and I turn it back towards me and I say, Kairos, Garrett.
What?
We serve Kairos.
Do I know that name?
No. And Lady Knight is also clueless as she looks at you. What god name? There's no god name.
Mr. Hanks, there's nothing like that.
It's all right, Garrett. It's not important that you understand.
It is. There's some really important stuff happening.
Garrett, everything will be clear in time.
As you say it, though, there is the name seems to linger on Lady Knight as she hears it. It's like for a brief second she recognizes the name and says, the god of the moment. Kairos. Yes,
You know his name?
of course. I've lived the end. I've lived so many lives and I know of this place. And then for a brief second again in that way that when you show the picture to people of the mural, or when you talk about the temple, it just fades from her and she's like, what were we speaking about?
Oh. Look back, Mr. Hanks. That's not good.
It'll all be fine, Garrett.
Yeah.
We need to find Tobin and Father Hana.
Okay, but I'm not confident that it's all going to be fine.
I'll explain once we're all together.
Okay. Well, I said I'd meet him back in the square. Hey, Lady Knight, can we have some potions? We gotta go do some stuff.
Yeah, I'll go get you some.
All right.
Lady
thanks.
Knight,
Minutes,
if you're going
minutes.
into your vault, would you mind to put this in there?
Mr. Hanks. And she goes through the same thing that she went through before. It's like,
And I repeat
understand-
exactly the same. I say, Lady Knight, I understand everything. We've been through this before. I really get it. But you read it or don't read it. You throw it away, you burn it. It's up to you. But I would be remiss if I didn't do this now. As you said, Kairos is the god of the moment, and I have to take advantage of this one. It might be the last time.
Sure. I'll be right back with your potions.
Oh, and my armor.
And your armor.
Thank
yes.
you. And if you got anything rad, I think this is it. So, like, if you got something rad that you're holding back, you can give that to me now. I'll bring it back.
Nothing rad. I'll try and bring whatever I can, but rad, I
You
will
got something
try.
rad.
Sure.
Like a sweet potion that's like super rare. Or something
Sure.
cool. Or like maybe a pair of platinum rings.
Maybe. Probably
the
not.
latter would be cool.
I'll bring you some stuff. She
Okay.
goes off. We cut over it back to Fallerhana, who's up there. Anything else you want to talk about here?
While she's talking specifically about her daughter, can I insight check her? Because I want to get a read on, like, she's like, yeah, my daughter's kind of fucking crazy. That is a 24.
A 24. She's holding something back from you, but you don't know what. Related to her daughter.
The wrong I did your daughter is something that is buried in my mind, and I don't feel I can move on it until I understand it. And I would really, really like to know. Please. It's the only way I can move forward.
Sometimes it's best to leave things alone. Also, you know this more than many. Sometimes you put family first. If that's all, you can go.
I will again say, but some things, as you must understand, I must know myself fully. I would like you to tell me, and as I will subtle cast, is she elven?
No, she's human.
I will subtle cast suggestion, which I think technically means even if I fail it, she won't necessarily know I've tried to cast a spell at her.
Okay.
All right, she needs to do a wisdom save.
She got a 20.
Oh god.
It's a powerful
So
spellcaster.
19 plus 1.
Has no
Yep.
wisdom.
Oh, actually, she got a 23 because she has a bonus test.
Damn. Yeah, but that was with subtle spell, so it's just me saying it of like, I would like to know, please.
I heard you.
All right.
And I don't care.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, better be getting back to that festival. What a day it's going to be.
As you head down, eventually meeting up with, I assume, everybody in the town in the festival. And there's clearly a lot of people pissed off. The mayor's given his speech.
Mm-hmm.
The town is upset.
How long has it been since Garrett and I parted ways?
I would say maybe half an hour or so. It's like not too long, maybe an hour.
He's still invisible.
Yeah, I'm still invisible. If it was 30 minutes, I said I was gonna do
I
something.
mean, you see that.
You can end it.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Is there anything you want to do?
because I'll end it and go to the
So you have the coins with you.
Yes.
You all meet up together.
I fill him in on the weirdness with stuff that happened with Lady Knight. Like the forgetting thing. Like she had this moment and then she forgot it.
Everyone
Does-
seems to have that with the temple.
Does
Yeah.
Mr.
I can
Hanks
almost
in?
see it.
Yeah.
Mr. Hanks, are you okay? We missed you the other day.
Yeah. Kairos?
Okay. I don't know if I'm okay. My friends, I don't know how to explain this. Yesterday I followed Father Daywood with Lady Knight. He was watching the statue.
Was
As you
he-
can see, the statue is missing something from its right hand. Left hand is holding scrolls, the right hand has had something snapped off. We tried to discover what it was, but to no avail. I followed Father Daywood to an alley. I told Lady Knight to leave. In the alley, I asked Father Daywood.
Mr. Hanks, I mean,
We don't need to know your dating history,
Hold
and
on,
if
hold
this
on.
is a crime, I would rather not know. Thank you very
Would
much.
you shut up? It's gonna be worth it. I spoke to the being that inhabits Father Daywood. I made a bargain, and I asked him if I could help, and then he looked at me strange, and he snapped his fingers, and of course, as you all realize, we woke up. But I didn't wake up right away. I went to another place, an in-between place, and I met God.
Oh, cool. That's. Oh, you met God. That's.
Did
God
he tell
showed
you?
me
Did
a
he tell you
vision.
why he's doing this?
He says he tries to protect us, and that he's the one who keeps the peace. Well, if it's a he or a she or an it, I don't know. I saw a vision of the temple with the altar from eons ago, and the temple was not buried underground. It's vast. It's a giant, endless temple, and inside they were praying to a blinding being of light who spoke to me and said his name was Kairos. And that we have to get his staff back. And then he can end it.
And the loop?
End it.
And what?
It.
Yeah, but what is what?
Like
sorry,
existence, or.
What exactly is
I
it?
suppose he means the loop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, can we just rewind a second here? What was this bargain that you made?
I will find the staff for Kairos and return it to him.
Why can't he find it himself?
Well, it seems that he's having some difficulty. Probably not very sensible that he keeps looking in the garbage all the time.
I mean, your understanding is that it's been years in this loop, and at some point, it's like you
It's in the
gotta
trash.
look everywhere.
Yeah.
Kairos-
No, what you said a bargain, Mr. Hanks.
He's the
Have we traded
protector.
something for this that we need to be aware of?
I've offered to serve.
What exactly does that mean to serve?
I asked him if he is here for good, for lightness and hope. He said that he protects, that where he saw chaos he made peace and harmony and safety. And when he returned he saw chaos again. And I share his concern, and I offered to serve.
Like, in heaven?
No, we gotta get this. I just said
Did he-
that. We have to get this.
Right.
Like
So-
a priest.
So did he give you any clues on where said staff might be, or?
No, but there is something to this Sky Rose River. I have some idea that Lady Knight may have come here from somewhere and have interacted in some way, and that possibly there is something near the river. Perhaps he hasn't checked there.
But why come now? There's been chaos. There's been wars. It hasn't been total peace.
Somehow he has kept us safe.
Well, maybe if it is in charge of moments and time, what's just a moment when they look away is hundreds of years for us. They look back, say, "Oh shit, it's chaos." It's like, oh,
Yeah?
There's one more thing. He said initially that I was not one of his, and so he could not help me. He could not save me. And he was surprised to find that I was awake.
well,
Well, you say the
don't have any
Skyrose
other
River.
rites.
That's in the Weaving Woods. We could. Would we know how long would it take to get over there? Like, is it a day? Like,
You'll be there by the late afternoon.
If we do end this time loop, we still have Annalise Brightmore to deal with as well, and her plan. And there's no coming back to life and trying
Something
again
tells
if we end
me
this
that
time
she's going to be there.
loop.
Why?
Why?
Literally nothing. I just think that she'll be there.
I just think for a cinematic end to the campaign,
Well-
we have to have final boss fight.
do we go now?
Yes, we don't. So to be clear, he wants us to get the staff and return it to the temple.
To him. But the
Where he
temple
at?
was in my vision.
Right. So you think this is the same entity that is possessing people like?
Indeed.
Ah, okay.
I feel like maybe if we follow this up, we might find out more when we get there. I feel like there's something missing.
Did you see a vision of the staff?
No, I didn't see the staff.
Well, let's go into the woods and then let's find a bit of wood.
Do I remember any of the murals? If any of the murals had a staff?
Give me a history check.
Flat table. 18.
18. No.
Saying that, I've been projecting this image to many people. Nope.
Physically can't.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, you couldn't see a staff anywhere there.
Hey.
Let's go steal some horses.
All right.
Oh, did you take the coin? By the
Like a
way?
minute, there's now starting to be a little panic with the people noticing the coins are missing.
Yeah, we better go.
Hey guys,
Because
we
your
should,
spell eventually fades after a minute, I think.
Yep, we should go.
Alrighty then.
But at cool.
To the river.
Okay.
Let's go.
You head off to the river.
Oh, can we? I wasn't kidding about stealing
You
horses.
steal some horses?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a. Fuck it.
I'll just punch a guy and take him.
Sure.
What are they gonna
You
do?
cause chaos as you start to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We start
It
the
is
class riot.
It's midday as you do this, and you ride out. It cuts down your journey that normally takes a few hours down to about like half an hour of a trek, of an hour to half an hour. Yeah, you manage to get to the Weaving Woods, to where 3 of you have been. I don't think you've ever been in the temple, have you?
Me?
Did you?
Mr. Hanks, in your vision, did you see what the staff looked like?
I did not. But I assume it is something comparable that could fit in the hand of the statue in town. A staff.
Was the place where we because when we fought the possessed owlbear, was that near the Weaving Woods?
Yeah.
Are we just following the river?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Weaving Woods, near the Skyrose River, is the Circle of Peace, where there is the hole that was dug out. And knowing that you can push through, you can get down there.
Do we see any tracks? Possibly like heels?
Give
Like
me
we
a survival
saw
check.
in the other.
Can we assist if he's keeping an eye out?
Go for it.
Guys are terrible today. 18.
You don't see any heel tracks.
No heel tracks.
No
what
heel
about
tracks.
toe tracks?
All right.
Well, we go down there.
No, head down towards the village. We could head down that way. There was the owlbear that we encountered. I wonder if that was a protection thing, that possessing entity. I mean, it could be a dark form of magic.
Shanks, where are we supposed to go?
I have no idea. But let's go into the temple and see what's what.
What? But they want us to bring it back to the temple. It's not going to be in the temple.
Bring it back to him. But perhaps if all of us are finally together in the temple, we'll discover something that we didn't see before.
Did he tell you how to find him again? Every day he's a different person.
No, he did not.
I look back at the guys. And I'm like, well, hang on. So he wants us to bring the staff to the temple.
To him.
Is he in the temple?
Probably not.
I don't. He's a god. I don't understand why he can't find this staff.
I suppose that he struggles to interact
But
in the mortal realm.
if he can't find the staff, maybe it's not his. Maybe he's blocked from a certain reason. Wouldn't you think if this staff belonged to him, he'd be able to find it?
He called
maybe
it
it's
his staff.
maybe it's being kept secret from him for a reason.
That goes both ways, though. Somebody might have blocked him from it.
That's true.
He said he was the god of this land.
Well, do we want to head into the temple? Do we want to explore along the river? What do we want to do?
It's the only lead we got. Get some rope out, lash it around a tree, throw it down into the hole.
Yep.
Awesome.
Looking at the quarry itself, does it look like there's been any, apart from the dig, does it look like anyone else has come here? Like, because before we had to actually go through to get into the temple,
yeah.
but
It doesn't look like anyone has walked in, no, or climbed down.
Cool.
Let's do it.
You guys go first. I'll stay out here for a second.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, so just climb
You're
the
just
rope
afraid
down.
it's going to
I'm
explode
just
again?
really nervous.
Yeah. You
Explode?
climb down.
What?
Last time
Got a
we
lot
went
of
into a
traps.
room, there was a trap.
Well, why? What?
Why don't we send Mr. Squeaks down?
Well, hang on.
Why don't we send Mr. Squeaks?
Where was it? You used to send me down there. It's going to blow up.
No.
See you in the hole, and then I jump into the hole.
Oh my god, no!
No, hang on. Are you being legit? There was a trap in the temple?
No,
No,
not
no,
a trap
the-
in the temple. No, but
The last time we went into a room together,
we were
and
a
got
step
trapped.
behind somebody.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. I climbed down.
Yeah, you
As
climb
Tom
down.
Hanks has shattered his knees again.
The rope was already there.
It's pitch black down there with just a little bit of light. Yeah, Mr. Hanks can't really see that well except for the light that's coming in down below.
Thanks. Just stay near me.
Everything okay down there?
Yeah, looks okay. Does it look okay?
It looks fine.
Looks
it looks
fine.
similar to before. You can't seem
similar
to
to
notice
before.
anything much different. You can try and do an investigation check if you wish.
I'll jump down.
Climb.
Climb down.
Dexterity save. No, I'm joking.
I will assist whoever is doing
Investigate.
investigation.
I don't know, man. 19, yes. 26.
26.
Garbage.
One good roll out of how many?
You notice on the other side of the dais with the golden wreath, the rubble seems to have been disturbed from what you last remember.
This has been moved. Someone's been here besides us.
As you guide people towards that area, Mr. Hanks, as you stand on the altar, the place illuminates.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh, that's better. I can see now.
Oh, God. I might be blind.
What do we
Screaming
see?
on the ground. Ah!
Now you can see the disturbance of the rubble behind it after Tobin points it out.
Is there something there? Is there like a passage or a storage area?
Yeah, Mr. Hanks, you see that highlighted like as if it were an item in a game or something.
Detective vision.
Yeah. There are 3 pieces to what appears to be a stone tablet that are apart that are like kind of near each other, but they look more like just all the other rubble that had been sorted through before when you did the investigation check and you found Rowan Brightmore. And you see the 3 pieces there. It's highlighted for you. No one else can see that.
I guess I pick up the pieces and then try to put them together, sort of.
You see the sigil of this god, Kairos, which is a wreath wrapped around this depiction of a staff, what appears to be a staff of power with a radiating light coming from it. And you have a fairly good idea of what it kind of would look like in the real world if it were a real thing.
This is what the staff looks like, apparently.
Can we see this?
Yeah, he can show this to yeah, you can all see this. You're like,
This is a depiction of the staff, what it looks like.
Yeah.
With a wreath around it, you said.
a golden wreath, yeah.
Oh, this is the wreath.
And so the wreath is here in this temple, and there's nothing there, right?
Nothing.
Can I cast locate object
For what it looks like?
for what it looks like? Yeah.
Yes.
Boom.
It's within 1,000 feet. You don't
We'll know
sense
if it's
anything
within 1,000 feet or not.
Well,
Don't sense
let's
it.
divide up the forest and 1,000 feet grid.
Give me an insight check. Whoever wants to just
Who's got-
try and
I've got
Plus
think
3.
about this.
I think
Do I
Hannah.
get assistance for this or assistance? No.
Yeah, I guess you're all chatting about this, so sure.
Yes, that's 10.
As you're trying to think about this, as you retrace your thought process, and I think there is a little bit of like, I mean, the desire is to find this thing, right? Putting together as much as possible something about the statue of Rowan Brightmore, something about the history of the town. There's something that's nagging at you about that. I mean, Rowan Brightmore, for certain, founded the town of Brightmore.
Yeah.
But all of the things that define the town in terms of its operations, the town watch, the temple to Lathander, the university, the city hall itself, these were all in Bright Gardens or the old town of Brightmoor. These were founded from Brightmoor and then used by the Golden. There's no, I mean, when you really think about it, there is no old town hall for the Golden Hallows. There is no town watch location for the Golden. There's no like city works for Golden Hallows. It basically, if anything, had it's if anything, the only functioning city or town was Brightmoor, and it kind of subsumed the Golden Hallows. So there's something about that history that doesn't nag at you.
I'll thinking out loud, say to the others.
And actually, Falorhana, you could do a history check for this. I think that's viable.
That's a 9.
I mean,
History's not good.
Even basic knowledge of the town, you've been in the town hall.
Is there a symbol of office, like for the mayor, a staff of some sort?
There's no symbol for the mayor. The symbol is the same sigil, the eagle, for Brightmoor. But what you do remember is the paintings of past mayors, going back. And it's been like different people recently, but beyond that, it's been Brightmoor,
all the way
Rowan
through.
Brightmoor. Yeah, was the first mayor of Brightmoor.
Yeah.
Was there anything in those paintings? Were those people holding anything?
Were they holding a badge of office, the staff?
It's hard to remember with that history.
We know that there was a defaced statue. There's also a statue of Brightmoor in Brightmoor, near the Brightmoor mansion. Could be that. We pop back, look into the town hall, look into the actual records, see if there's something of a staff.
There's a statue near the Brightmoor mansion?
We believe there was in the backyard, you said?
Yeah.
Could be a note of similarity. If it was a thing that the Brightmoors held claim to, maybe they took it from the office. We'll see. Should we head back to the town hall? I'm thinking all this aloud, obviously.
But maybe we should just go to the mansion.
Yeah, we can head straight back there.
Wait, is there any more to this temple?
As far as you're aware, you can't see. Everything else is buried in earth, like any exits and stuff like that.
Sod that then.
I think we should go to the mansion and investigate the statue of Brightmoor and see how it compares to the one in the town square.
We most certainly can do.
Let's take this golden wreath as well. And could we do like a rubbing of the tablet?
Sure. Yeah. You have enough time. It's still early. Like you've done everything so efficiently and quickly throughout this day that by now it's not even close to. You can get there with a few hours to spare before like the loop is gonna end.
Let's ride.
Yes. As you head there, you know this wasn't this morning when you've been there before, but you're heading towards that area. I'm just gonna do Actually, to be fair, you get to the mansion. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, we're heading over to the mansion, yeah.
Yeah, just passive perception. You don't notice any movement like inside the house. Your knowledge of the loop, at the very least, Errol Brightmoor is in the town. Yeah. Most people are at the festival.
Great. Just bounce on in.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you manage to get back and stealthily going back. You don't notice that there are many people here. It's as if people have been kind of given the day off, most likely, as you go to the backyard, the garden area. Luscious, beautiful garden, many plants.
Shake my head. Rich people, man. Alright, where's the statue?
And you see it near a gazebo with a water fountain, and you see it's a near identical statue of Rowan Brightmoor.
Does it have a staff in its hand?
Yes, there's a staff in his hand as you walk up to it.
And then I turn and look at everyone and say, I told you!
Well, hang on. I hold up the rubbing and look at it. Is this the stuff?
Yeah, it seems to match up. The item in the hand, the staff going down, like it looks like the filigree or the markings on the side of the staff seem to line up with what it is. Yeah.
Are those markings characters that can be read? Are they letters?
Yes. It's hard to read. There's a piece as you walk up to it and you look at it. It's large enough for like a person to hold. It's clearly the missing part, but the top part of the line is obscured as you see text is kind of moving around. It's difficult to read because it's a text that's written and carved around it what looks to be a form of celestial.
I read celestial.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Hanks reads celestial, but it's hard to read in this way. You'd have to kind of get a good angle or try and like kind of hold on to it as you try and look around it.
Yeah, I'll give it my best try. Yeah, can we remove it?
Garrett, as you step forward,
Yeah.
As you step forward, it takes some forcing, but you realize it comes apart.
Oh shit!
With some effort.
You broke it!
As you look at it, and you see that the text is wrapped around, and you can see it's snapped off. And Mr. Hanks, it kind of connects with you in the same way that the other the other side, something was snapped off on the other version of it. and it reads in Celestial, to seize the moment, to capture time. Say my name. And then there's more text, but it would...
Shazam!
Yeah. and there's more text, but would be on the top part of the staff.
The part that he would be holding in his hand?
Mhm.
Like the part that would be in the hand part?
Yeah.
So just so I understand what happened here. So Garrett broke it off, or it
came apart.
It came apart.
And you can tell now as you're holding it that the staff seems to be made out of a different stone than the statue. The statue is meant to make it look in a similar way, but it's made out of a different stone.
Hey guys, I think this might go to the statue in the town square.
I think our friend might be bringing the other half.
I mean, I think that is the other half. The piece that's in the hand in the town square. I think this...
Do you say these words out loud, though? That's my question.
Yeah. I'm saying...
You read the poem out loud in Celestial?
Oh, those words.
Yeah.
Yeah, well... what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
does it
guess
say?
so. Yeah,
What
why
does it
not?
say?
As you're discussing this, as you're saying that, right? From behind you say, you hear, it's incomplete. And you recognize that voice, Mr. Hank. That's Francis McDermott.
Oh. Francis, what are you doing here? You scared the hell out of me.
You serve me.
Lord Kairos. And I bow. I get down and on the ground.
You're all awake. Good. Hand it to me.
I draw my sword.
You're gonna fight a god?
What?
Hand me my staff.
Don't.
Mr. Hanks.
But we haven't found the other piece yet.
At least give me this.
Mr. Hanks,
Insight
may I
check.
do the honors?
Go for it.
13.
You can't sense, there's some sense motive in this game, but you know that Francis wants that staff and doesn't mean you harm. You're the one Mr. Hanks is holding it, right? Or you're holding it?
I think I've got it right now, right? Question about the dagger. Because I don't know what the proportions of this are. Is there any possibility that the hilt of the dagger connects to this?
Well, this is the bottom part of the staff. Right?
Yeah.
So one would
The
assume
body.
that there's
This
like...
is the body. There's like a thing that goes on the top that is handheld.
Oh,
size.
okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
all
not-
that's
it's
missing
not
is
much,
like
yeah.
a bit
Whatever
on
that
the
goes
top.
around. Yeah, on the top.
Ah, so there's... Okay, so
Palm
we have...
size, like small.
The bit
Right.
in his hand.
Okay. Oh, what?
Like you know, like
Like a walking stick almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so just... Oh, so it's not like Gandalf staff or
No,
something?
no.
Ah, all right.
It could have been like a walking staff if you used it that way, but it probably wasn't. It was more used like a rod of magic in
Spellcasting,
D&D.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not finished yet. Why do you want it?
It's
not finished.
my staff.
No.
Indeed, Lord Kairos. But we have to complete it before we can return it to you.
That's right. That's right.
You don't have to complete it.
We do. That's our mission.
By you, given by you, by you.
We'll have it
Seems
done
this-
before the end of the day.
I will help, but first give me it.
Mr. Hanks, go. Get out of here now. And I
As-
approach this thing.
I
weapons
move
drawn.
forward,
Get out of here.
push Garrett aside, and I
Okay.
say, "As you wish," and I give
I wanna-
Kairos the staff.
I
Oh,
take it out of his
Cass's-
hand before as he's moving
Make
past
contested
me.
athletics.
Against
How
the
far
barbarian.
away is he
And
from Kairos?
if you want, it's contested athletics.
You can
This
rage
is
if
something
you want
that you could do the thing
Yes,
for.
that's right.
Can I cast a
Wait, do I wanna
spell as he
waste it for
walks
this?
towards this guy?
Up to you.
Okay.
You can do it
well,
after the fact.
I
I'll actually allow you to do it after the fact.
I suppose because if I'm serving Kairos, then maybe he will re-award me. So, okay. So quicken for yourself, and then you +2 to your AC.
And ability checks, yeah. So you get a +2 to dex saves, AC, and ability checks as that happens.
That would be 9.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
What you see is this brief instant where Mr. Hanks seems to vibrate faster than you've ever seen him move, and just he taps into some form of divine magic that seems to envelop him. And as you try and rip it out of his hands, Mr. Hanks just dodges slightly out of the way, allowing you to kind of miss completely as he hands the staff.
Get it, Apollo!
And Kairos grabs the staff as you say, "Get it, Apollo." Apollo can try and make an attack if you want.
He's going to try and grab it like a stick out of the hand.
From Kairos, go for it. Yeah.
Don't do it, Garrett! What am I doing? Making an attack?
It would be a contested athletics for Apollo.
Oh, okay. Oh, not bad, Apollo. So that's going to be a 16 athletics for Apollo.
I need you to do it again, but it's a disadvantage.
I will not.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a god of altering time.
Natural 1.
Okay. Apollo tries, and there's a brief instant where Apollo grabs it, holds onto it, and rips it out of Kairos' hand. And in that instant, everyone, like, it rewinds for a brief second, and then Apollo goes again to grab, but this time Kairos just slightly moves it out of the way, and Apollo again grabs air. And everyone, you look around, and he turns to you and says, "Something is wrong." As you all look around, and the sun is setting, and it's growing darker, and he looks at you, and he looks towards the town square, or like towards that direction of the town center, and he takes his hand out and tries to snap, and nothing happens.
Oh no.
As the world around you seems to grow a bit darker, as he turns and starts to walk forward, moving at a speed that's faster than you can feel. As he's moving towards the town square, what do you do?
What's happening? What's wrong?
He doesn't respond as he's moving forward.
To the town.
Hey, asshole, we're talking to you.
Give me an insight check. Are you going after him as he's moving?
Yep.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
look at Mr. Hanks and I shake my head. 91 again. The dice giveth. and the dice taketh away.
Take it away. You can't seem to see his face, but your understanding is that he seems like he's not moving of his own volition.
I go and I try to take the staff out of his hand.
You try, and you're gonna have to catch up to him. He's moving faster than
run
you're
after
moving
him.
at your
Jump
normal
on the
speed.
horse.
He's moving twice as fast as you're moving.
I'm pretty fast.
Okay, go for it.
I run.
You run and you try. Give me one attempt to try and get it out.
Oof. Goodbye, dice. Natural 4.
Natural 4. Well, contested, he could fail. And it's in Francis's hands. Just remember, this is
6
Francis moving
total.
around. He got a 2 plus whatever Francis's ability, because he's in a body right now. And you reach and you grab it out of his hands, and he turns to you as he keeps moving forward towards the town. As he looks back and he says, "I need help."
Oh shit. Okay, well, I think being drawn to the other end of this, or maybe this was part of a trap to draw him somewhere. Shall we? Does it look like, so if something's in his way, he just walks through it kind of thing, or?
Trips over. It makes
He's,
him trip
he's
over
just
shit.
being drawn for you. He pushes anything out of his way if there's a thing, but it's like a main thoroughfare. He's going straight
Mr.
towards
Hanks,
the
is this
town.
the guy that you made the bargain with? Or is...
Well, he looked different. when I was
He was like really buff then. He was really cool then, guys.
More like a glowing
Can you,
being of
get,
light.
Your owl familiar up. See what's going on.
it takes at least 10 minutes.
I think this is it, guys. Let's just follow this guy.
All right.
Tobin, disguise the staff. Make it look as if we don't have it.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, eh?
You're
Yeah.
still holding it,
You're holding it.
Are you feeling
Well, we
anything?
don't have to take it anywhere.
unless you want to give it back to him.
Him?
Yeah,
I don't feel like I want to do that.
fair enough.
Well, we could put it in Lady Knight's chamber.
Wait, we can break it into pieces, right? It was
Oh, yeah,
pieces.
is it like a tent pole where you can?
No.
Wrap
You'd have
away.
to snap and break the. It
Oh,
has
it's
been
come-
broken
it's come back
before.
into-
Let's not break the stuff.
Like it was broken. You could tell
Broken.
some part was broken off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can try and attempt to break it again.
No.
Oh boy.
I think we should follow Kairos, Francis. And either we disguise the staff as if we don't have it in case we encounter someone who wants it, or we put it inside Lady Knight's closet.
What if Lady Knight is...
I don't think that matters anymore.
Yeah. I think we're heading to the final conclusion. We've never been this late in a time loop.
No, yeah, you're
This is
beyond
it.
the day.
As we're walking, I'm like, well, why couldn't... What made this set it off?
We gave part of a staff to a god.
That or our friend has found something else. Annalise Brighthallow. being our friend. She's not our friend. But
No.
you know,
I picked up what you were saying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
As
Yeah.
we're running,
Hand
also,
it
I
to-
call out to Kairos and say, Kairos, award me more energy.
By the way, a super.
Oh yeah, when you handed it to him, he gave you back 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
In your
That's good.
pool.
Oh, that's the stuff.
As you're pulled forward, as he's pulled forward and you're chasing behind, Kairos is fighting and then manages to plant himself at the edge of the town square, roughly around the area where the Orthon had been before. You're at the southern area of the town square, and you arrive there with them, and you see up on the dais for the temple, you can see the town watch surrounding the dais area. You can see the mayor up there, and it's filled with people in the town. This is a huge celebration as they're all down there. And up on the dais is Annalise Brightmore as she is turning to everyone and calling out to them and saying, holding up the thaumaturgy stone as her voice is echoing out, and then she takes it away from kind of her throat, but her voice seems to still carry as if she's maintaining the magic in it. And you can see as she's calling out, shouting out to everyone, saying, "This is the person you gave power to? This poor creature." As you can see, she's warped by the amount of memories that she's absorbed. She turns, "I am in control of what you want. I am in control of this town, and you will all kneel before me, and you will bow, and I will end this loop as soon as that belongs to me." As she turns to focus in on you and the group behind you, and she says, "But first, thank you for the stone." And she turns to Mayor Raythorn.
Oh no, that's not good.
That was a nat 20. As she drains the life out of him.
Ooh.
And above you, all around. It's as if the sky is like a canopy, and you can kind of see the shimmering edges of it across the landscape. And beyond, time is moving at a rapid pace, as much as like there's like light and then darkness and light and darkness, light and darkness, light and darkness, as if time is passing at some level beyond you. And then it becomes like a haze of light around. And it's that kind of feeling if you've ever been in a parking lot at night when there's some fog in the air, as if like light is bouncing off. And it seems like a twilight inside nighttime as you're beyond the time loop in this moment. But when she draws the life from the mayor, and he crumples and dies. And the chaos in the town as they start screaming as she turns and says, "You will all submit!" as she points to the town watch. And you can see Tamil Sudre, who's holding Leo at knife point. And he turns to the rest of the men and just gives the order as the town watch start going into the town as there's chaos. Everyone roll for initiative. And that's where we're going to leave it for this episode.
Oh boy.
Well, there you have it. The body of the staff has been retrieved, while the top seems to be in the possession of Annalise Brightmore. Time is falling apart, and the only ones who can save Brightmore and stop Annalise seem to be our heroes, the Neighborhood Watch. Will they be able to defeat Annalise? Can they finally end this loop once and for all? Find out in the climactic finale of What's My Role? What's My Role is a proud member of the Arcane Focus Network. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us wherever podcasts are downloaded. It really does help. And be sure to tell your friends about What's My Role. See you next time.